sitting right next to me the whole hour is comedian Jamie Lissow. He'll be taping a Comedy Central Presents performance on August 28th. Go to jamielissow.com for free tickets. Is Obama the new black? In an unprecedented show of support from New York's fashion freaks, Barack Obama has signed up America's biggest designers to sell expensive, pretentious crap on his website. Hey, Jamie, would you spend $80 on a T-shirt? Something tells me you might say no.
Greg, I wouldn't spend $80 on a T-shirt if it had a picture of me cheating on my wife inside of it.
Can you get that in a cotton potty blend? That is awesome.
You have to. I think Obama should come up with. He should come out with a socialist T-shirt, and it would just be one size, and he'd force you to fit into it.
Very good. Yeah.
I heard that the Salvation Army was in McCain's corner, and they're selling old clothes.
Yeah. Hey, Jamie, if you had rejected all the money you get from gay men, wouldn't you be living on the street?
Well, I'd be living in a much smaller apartment. I'll tell you what, I completely agree with you. I think it's such a great point that, like, well, first of all, this site, Manhunt, is obviously not for, I think, gay guys that would be married. I think it's a single site, and I think it's okay that he gives money to McCain because they're for gay marriage. I think this guy's against any kind of marriage. It's just single guys. My wife actually kind of got a little upset because when I was searching this story, when I went to the Manhunt website, my username and password filled in automatically.
The debate on whether to lower the boozing age is frothier than ever. See, that's a little beer term. But who's in favor of it? Believe it or not, the presidents of about 100 top universities. They say the current age of 21 actually encourages binge drinking. But who's not in favor of it? Well, you can guess. It's the mothers against drunk driving, those party poopers. Hey, Jamie, you know, you can join the Army at 18. So if you're old enough to fight for your country, shouldn't you be old enough to drink?
I mean, it seems like you should be. It's weird. I almost have to go with mad. I understand why they're mad because I understand what the letters mean. But I almost agree with them because they brought the scientific research and they said there are more problems with this. There are more. But there's tons of people out there who think it should be. The law should be changed, and those people are people under 21.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I think so.
Massive recycling noise machine, louder than a freight train, and prone to accidental explosions. The citizens now have a monster in their midst, so now there are more petitions. And I love every minute of it. As you know, Walmart has been an object of spite, usually from fools too cowardly to admit that their bile has less to do with the store than with their own insignificance. Jamie, do you shop at Walmart, or do you find it beneath you?
I absolutely shop at Walmart.
Yes.
I love Walmart. And I want to make it perfectly clear, by the way, that even if it had been a Walmart built beside this guy, it still would have been pretty loud with all those falling prices. Right?
That is so true.
Right?
Someone wants his comedy CD sold there.
So a young Texas couple raced to get the teacup poodle to a veterinary clinic. They were speeding down at an interstate at 100 miles an hour. I think I'm stroking out. When a police officer stopped them, and they were speeding with the dog, okay? Are you in agreement? Is this a dog's life equal to a human's, even if it's a teacup poodle?
I'm not even kidding. My whole attitude changed when they said it was a teacup poodle. And the officer should have just kept saying, it's a teacup poodle. You got a poodle. You had all these choices for dogs, and you bought a poodle.
It's basically a hairy cricket.
Right, and I would say, and I really think there might be a little racial profiling going on here. The guy's last name, Gonzalez, as we all know, the last name of the fastest mouse in Mexico. Edie Gonzalez.
Oh, interesting.
If his name was, the tortoise, he'd be fine.
Yeah, that's true. So true. All right. ScarJo tells the Boston Globe, quote, acting is definitely harder for women. Women kind of wilt as men achieve as they get older, like wine or whatever. It's like, oh, she's past her prime and she can't play a sex symbol. It's a very vain industry. Jamie, advice for her? Do you have any?
Yeah, I think she should stay along the path. I think what she wants will eventually happen. You know, as soon as American men find really, really old women sexually attractive.
Yeah. Jamie, do you know how many Jonas Brothers there really are?
I don't know. I'm afraid there's only one.
Why does that scare you?
And the name would make no sense. And I feel like everything else is misleading about them.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the cardio tape. I feel they're coming out with a cardio fitness tape.
Yeah.
Because they say they run around on stage a lot, but that's what they do. That's like them going, hey, how about for your cardio tape, you and your big fat friends, little kids, you pay us to do cardio while you stand there and we run around.
Exactly.
They don't have that luxury.